Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is time once again to talk about X-Wing by Fantasy Flight Games, kind of. It's been a while since I last did a video, and actually I got a series of videos planned. I just need to kind of get into the swing of things and figure out what I'm doing when and stuff. Got a lot of stuff built up in the backlog there. But recently, I don't know if you really want to call it leaked or not, but some pages were released from some kind of visual dictionary or something, revealing the RZ-2 A-Wing. That's right, there is actually a new model of A-Wing. It is official. They have come out and said, in official documentation, it's actually a thing. First of all, anybody who said AA, BTFO. And second off, this basically just does what I wanted it to. It says, yes, the so-called Resistance A-Wing is meant to be a different model. It has a slightly different fuselage look. It's got a little bit here, a little bit there. There's a couple of colorations they've confirmed, which I'm sure Fantasy Flight will love. Because, you know, it's the thing. It means Aces packs will be easy. They'll probably start with the blue, since that seems to be most prominent, and then release the red later. And who knows, maybe they'll release something that doesn't need an Aces pack. Anyway, yeah, so... basically looking at it, it's what you'd expect. You know, 2 laser cannons, 2 concussion missile launchers. Yes, somebody at Lucasfilm/Disney remembered that A-Wings use missiles. It's, you know, got the usual greebles and cool space names. The engines are supposed to be better and maintain speed over what they were originally, which is pretty cool. You know, got the classic cost breakup, consumables, life support, got a Class 1 hyperdrive, has shields. It's definitely got the jamming array in there still, which is good. And actually, that's something I'm not sure that officially was actually in A-Wings anymore. Because for those of you who don't know, the whole using A-Wings for Rebels thing kind of caused some rearranging with how the timeline is there. The A-Wing's not built exclusively by the Alliance in some kind of underground project or anything anymore. It's built by Kuat Systems, and it's been bought up by Rebels and rehabilitated. And so the ones we see in Return of the Jedi are kind of like hot-rodded or modded versions. You know, factory customs. They stripped out, like, heavier armor plating, downgraded the lasers a little. Sometimes they even took out shields and hyperdrive to make them faster and more interceptorier. So the RZ-2 kind of goes back to that. Yeah, looking at it, like, it's not too different. There are a couple of definite bullet points I think will be interesting if FFG, or rather when FFG gets around to releasing it, because obviously they will. I mean, there's only one Resistance small ship now that's had 2 releases. This is a perfect opportunity for another. There are very clearly named pilots for it out there. There's a couple different color schemes. You know, there's things you can do. We talked about this before, what do people want from Last Jedi ships. I think this definitely cleans it up. You know, the +1 shield is definite. Probably the tech slot, because that makes sense. I'd have to double check, and actually, let me actually double check what the canonical loaded of an A-Wing is. How many missiles it's supposed to hold? Yeah, okay. So it looks like it holds the same amount of missiles, 6 in each magazine. So the number of missile slots isn't going to go up. Since it will probably be like the T-70 X-Wing, it will be RZ-2 A-Wing. That means it will be acceptable for A-Wing test pilot, which is pretty cool. And for chart and refit, I think, which is interesting on how the canonicity there goes, but whatever. There's an interesting note in this visual picture, which you might see, and hopefully you're looking at a resolution big enough you can read. This will be processed in HD, so you should be able to see it fine. But it's got vertical 120-degree swivel on its laser cannons, so they can go up and down, which is interesting. It's still only got 2. They're not heavy laser cannons or anything, so I think the A-Wing is probably stuck with 2 attack dice. I know lots of people want 3, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's just not the nature of the beast. It is supposed to be faster and got high maneuverability and stuff, and that'll be interesting. And the jamming array is confirmed, and it has a cool name, you know, the Iriad Blinder Jamming Array. Jamming is not something that A-Wings do right now, and especially now that we have a jam token, that might actually be really interesting if there's a mod or a title specific to RZ-2 A-Wings, or maybe even A-Wings in general, that gives them the ability to grant jam tokens, like, say, at the beginning of the combat phase. That could actually help them out a little with their 2 attack dice problem, because, you know, a lot of the problem with 2 attack dice is defensive mod stacking. Well, you know, if you can make your opponent ditch a target lock token, or more importantly, ditch a focus or evade token, or if you can block them up so they can't use those tokens or have to limit how much stacking they can do, that could definitely be interesting. Combine it with a cool tech upgrade like, you know, Com Relay or the new advanced optics, which will probably be the focus token version of Com Relay. You know, you can stack up your own. Give it, like, Com Relay Juke. That'll be fun. Com Relay Juke Snaps. So you can just evade once, hoard it, and use it to snap. That's probably going to be a very dominant strategy, assuming RZ-2 A-Wings follow the pattern that TFA-era ships do. Other than that, not a lot of real news here. You know, there's another half of the page, which has got some fluff about A-Wings and stuff. You know, as a Starfighter guy, you know, I reread the X-Wing novels regularly. I'm a little disappointed that they don't necessarily go super more advanced with this. You know, there's a lot of tech involvement, but at the same time, it's, as far as I can tell, it seems like this isn't, much like the T-70, this isn't supposed to be a cutting-edge ship, like the TIE Silencer. Sorry, I had to stop there because I'm like, wait, what's the least dumb name it has? Silencer. I really hope that Vanguard gets in there officially anyway. That's what FFG took with the title. So this could be interesting. The swiveling thing seems like they borrowed some fluff from the Mark II A-Wings that appeared in the X-Wing novels. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I don't think it's necessarily going to go anywhere. But, you know, it could. FFG's done weirder stuff. Other than that, do I think it's going to do anything really different? No. I'm assuming some more green, an extra shield, and a tech slot. Definitely not an extra missile slot at this point. And I know, obviously, that Sensor Jammer is an actual card, but that's really expensive on A-Wings that are normally cheaper, and especially if this goes up a couple points, or however the regular conversion rate is, that's not going to be fun. I think something now that actually uses jam tokens since we invented them would be cooler, and help the A-Wing. Almost said X-Wing there. We'll see about helping X-Wings another time, hopefully. Hopefully FFG's, you know, got some stuff on that. I'm pretty sure they still got a blank slot. It's probably going to be this thing. But who knows? Or maybe it'll be something scum they can't talk about yet. Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading the image to myself. You should do all that. Feel free to pause the video at any time. I'll read over that if you haven't read it all already while I've been talking. Other than what I expect will be in this bundle for the A-Wing, there's not really too much out there to expect from it. I'm kind of hoping the RZ-1T will come up. You know, the trainer version we see in Rebels, which has basically a crew slot in the back. That might be fun for some A-Wings, maybe some A-Wing aces. God knows if they price the RZ-2 A-Wing good, it might see some action. Again, I don't think it's going to be everything that people want it to be. If you really like A-Wings, sorry about that. That's kind of the nature of the beast. People who really like certain classic ships are going to be disappointed that their ship doesn't perform miracles or anything. Like, I know I love X-Wings. They're my favorite. You know, some of my favorite characters are X-Wing pilots. But at the same time, like, I know the limitations. It shouldn't do crazy, like, Vaxi level bullshit and stuff. Like, it should just do what an X-Wing does. And actually, I think Armada X-Wings do X-Wing things better. But, you know, that's how it is. It's like, why don't B-Wings dogfight good? Well, because B-Wings don't dogfight good. But because this game is bounced around dogfighting, they should do something in it somewhere. Hopefully FFG will address that. Yeah, I'm really just stalling for time, because I want the video to be 10 minutes. But it's about 10 minutes, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more X-Wing videos in the future, whenever something new actually happens with X-Wing, for instance, if the RZ-2 A-Wing expansion is actually announced, possibly as Resistance A-Wing, we'll see. That'll be a thing I'll cover. I'll get all into it. I'm really anticipating preview articles for Wave 12 and 13 stuff. Once again, it took me a second. I had to think about that in my head. That's so weird. But it is how it is. Especially, I think Wave 13 might actually hit in a limited form first. We don't know. Anyway, please subscribe is what I'm trying to get at. Do that. Obviously, if you have any comments, your own predictions, now that we can see what the official from Lucasfilm type stats are on this thing. What you think. If you play a lot of A-Wings, what you'd like to see that's hopefully not a crazy, I do a 6 forward green or something nuts. That's like completely unprecedented. Let me know in the comments. And look to the end slate, which should be appearing about now, for other X-Wing videos. Thanks.